Email is out there, social media, so
I think I got this far because of this woman here next to me. I mean, I think she's got a million ideas about how to help people go through this, but I think we've known that family and friends and support have changed everything mentally for all of these veterans and me that have gone through very similar things. So,
I think it's a case of using your story when the spotlight's on you, as it was for a little bit, and we can use that to help other people, and that just feels good.
it's a form of therapy in itself.
Not only is John incredibly funny, but he's also brilliant and an advocate for great projects, for topics that I think everybody wants to do something for. Largely his stuff is just very, very simple. Let's just do something for the people that serve this country. In some ways, it's a simple mission, and he's damn good at it. So we love Jon Stewart.
Yeah, I got nothing to add to that.
This is, I think Broadway's a lot different than Bruce Springsteen, It's like they're both unbelievably at the very top. So it's been, listen, to me, I'm a big believer in doing things differently, always to find a different mission in your life. Yeah, so we're
mixing it up a little
bit. We're going to mix it up, yeah. And because it's always been pretty amazing to be able to have the top comedians in the world together with the greatest musicians in the world, and now we've got that again, this time Broadway.
So let's go.
I think whenever people talk about the bravery associated with stand-up in the context of a veterans event, I think it's like a false comparison. Obviously, there's an important element of comedians kind of truth to power or kind of calling BS on society. But I think that the bravery that veterans and veteran families kind of display is incomparable in some ways. But that being said, on your point of Jon Stewart, and also even subtle comedy that's referencing some BS in society, it is important. But it's just, I think sometimes comedians get too much credit or criticism for what they do anyway.
Well, I've always wanted to be a part of this. Jon Stewart's, not just someone I look up to comedically, but he just always had his finger on the pulse of where we could help and how we could make a difference. And if I could just do this little part of it, I was just excited.
What is it about comedy that?
He does all the work. He does all of the good groundwork of this is a place where you know that.
How many times do people tell you they love other men? So, in a way, I got a free suit to point out that Jake Cruz actually was something Of course. I feel checking out you can donate or maybe just acknowledge. By the way, even a social person needs some great acknowledgement, but if you work for a corporation, make them get money. If they don't, burn.
Just one more here. I got your blanket. One more. I think you saw the GMA thing, right?